Greetings, greetings. Welcome to Butterfly Transformations. You are with Tanisha Ali, and I hope that you are feeling peaceful, prosperous, and productive. You come to this channel hopefully because you want to join the evolution. I'm all about healing or helping you to heal your energetic and emotional blockages, helping you to think right, to reprogram your mind so that you can shift into a frequency that allows you to be the abundant being that is your divine birthright. So we're here today with a daily healing message, and we're going to start out first with the major arcana so that we can see from a spiritual standpoint, what is it that is on the docket for you right now in your life. Okay, don't forget to like, share, subscribe for this video. If you haven't purchased my book, Manifesting Your Masterpiece, make sure you get a copy if you're interested in manifesting the masterpiece of your life and really taking things to the next level, but you know you got some things that are holding you back. This book can be one of your best friends. And shout out to all of you who are leaving rave reviews on Amazon or either commenting in the text. And yeah, one of you, shout out to Tammy, I think, said you were treating yourself this Christmas with that book. I'm humbled by that, okay? I'm humbled by that. So let's look at the period of your life that you are in right now and what it is that you're supposed to be dealing with, okay? Spirit, what is the message? What is the theme? Ooh. We got to go with it, y'all, but we got some subliminal, some supplementary messages, but this is the Tower. Things fall apart. Now, the funny thing about these readings, you know what's funny about these readings? You can be in the same energy for a long time because people don't change things overnight. It takes time for something to crumble and to start to shake and the ground from up underneath it to envelop it. It takes a long time for a relationship to hit rock bottom. It takes a long time for a person to hit rock bottom. If you guys notice, we've been in this energy here on this channel with these readings for some time now, which means some of you still are not letting some things go, even though you are being engulfed in flames. Your house is on fire. Wow. Wow. You've gotten that enlightenment. You've gotten that shock treatment. You're looking at the ominous sky. There's nothing positive going on in this situation that you continue to try to keep your feet planted in the ground with. It's being consumed, and when it gets up here, it's going to consume you. And the worst part about it is, you know what it is. Everybody that's watching this video knows what that thing is that's consuming you and sucking your blood, but for some reason you're having trouble letting it go. All right, Emperor underneath it and the Moon. There's something you're not willing to face or deal with regarding this situation that's coming up for review, and you're going to have to take charge. Okay, what does the Emperor do? Y'all, these cards look familiar. The Emperor faces something head on. The Emperor is fearless. The Emperor is in charge. The Emperor digs into his or her masculine energy, which is there for the purpose of safety, maintenance, provisions, protection, security. And you secure yourself, and you secure your things. You secure your belongings. You secure your environment. So if something has been set ablaze, your main priority once you save yourself is to save the things that belong to you. And I don't see that involving another person. You might save your pets. Okay, you might save some other things that are important to you. But what I see you doing right now is being called to take charge of your life and to take your power back. This is part of your challenge, as in seeing the reality of what is happening around you now. Many of you have known this for a long time because you've been getting those little intuitive urges, which is what the Moon card is about. It says, listen to your soul for the answers to the things that you can't see clearly with your eyes. Find the illumination in the dimmer, more quiet, neutral messages that come up in your life. Look at the polarities in your life. Find the signs, okay? Find the middle ground between confusion and perhaps overzealousness. Find the middle ground, which is going to get you to clarity. There's something that you have been afraid to either walk away from or afraid to really look at in your life, and you've been denying the reality of a situation that is coming up for you to have to deal with it. Some of you have found out something very shocking about the man in your life. Okay? Out of the blue, it's shocking. It's involving the person who you have placed all of your trust in, and it has come up. And you are being called to listen to your intuition about a situation. You just are. Let's look at this Light Seers deck, okay? Now, this could be a job. The Emperor is an authority figure. The Emperor could be, you know, a person that's in charge at your job. It could be a father figure, your dad, your uncle, your grandfather. But as an energy, we're talking about someone with integrity, someone who's very assertive, someone who's fair and just, but someone who does not mince words, and someone who does not play, and someone who understands what their power is and what their responsibility is. So you're being called to deal with something that is crumbling or has already crumbled, that's being consumed. And you, as you can see in that picture, folks are jumping out of the building because the building is on fire. They don't want to go down with the ship. Okay, and this is really critical. Hi, Albie. Honey, we just went outside, okay? And I need to work, okay? So can you let me work? Watch when I say the word work. Say I'm working. She's gonna go. I love you, Mama. Okay, go ahead. I'm working. All right. Let's take a look at what is challenging you at this time. What's challenging you? What is difficult right now about this situation? What is challenging you? It's the only thing with this deck, I can't get a good enough of a grip. Ooh, 6 of Cups. Somebody's trying to come back. Let's put that back in there. This is a revival of sorts. This can also be someone sitting around thinking about you, or you being so caught up in the memories of something happening in the past that you can't move forward and deal with what is on the plate today. So this 4 of Cups, what is challenging you is moving out of this situation. Take a look at this girl. Bored, unhappy, stagnant, dispassionate, almost looks like a spiritual death, totally at a standstill. Okay? Disconnected from the abundance that's in their life, focused on something way out in the distance, maybe caught up in their imagination, in a state of unreality and not being moved by a situation. Yeah, this is somebody who's being consumed by something, but is not being allowed to, or is not being motivated to move forward. This is the energy of someone who's having trouble getting unstuck. They're having trouble making a decision. First of all, they're having trouble analyzing their emotions about a situation and getting clear so that they can move forward. With the 4 of Cups, sometimes I think about the state that we are in that creates so much discomfort and dis-ease and just a feeling of being stuck and in your head all the time, either escaping a situation or being totally consumed by it. Being in your head so much that you feel miserable, all right? But this is the energy of something bringing such discomfort in your life that you begin to really start to deal with the pain of something, which then pushes you into the energy of walking away from the past and realizing that you do have options, okay? So that's what is challenging you, okay? I want to look at the primary energy of what's going on. Wow, there's too many cards, y'all. We got about 12 cards. I love this deck, but until I can get these cards to, I had a much older deck, and that's the one that's in Atlanta. It's one of my favorite decks, but it doesn't respond well to the type of shuffling that I do. So that means I'm going to do a different type of shuffling, one that doesn't really require me to bend these cards. So I just need to get one more card off the top, and then we're going to go. Primary energy. Yep, look at that. Emperor reversed. Underneath the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so Ace of Pentacles. So for you that's watching the reading, this could speak to your inability to bring a resolution to something, your inability to take charge of your life and turn a situation around. You're not strategizing the way you need to strategize. You don't realize that this is spiritual warfare, and this is the game of life. It's not a game, but in a sense it is a game, meaning there's an objective, and there are things that support you on this journey, and then there's things that work against you. And you have an individual in your life who is irresponsible, who's cost you many an opportunity, but at the same time made you many promises. Okay, you have a person in your life who likes to look good. They like to flaunt themselves. They like to be in a space of getting a lot of attention, but this person has not earned that right. They're not a stand-up kind of character. And in reality, their life is upside down, all right? This is someone who's very controlling and manipulative, but they're flashy. They look like they have everything going on, but beneath all of that is really a lot of emptiness, okay? So this is the underlying energy, meaning this is what's falling apart, or this is what's already crumbled, or this is what is over. It's over, Shelby. It's over now. All right, let's look at the present energy. Then we'll look at the past energy, and then we're going to look at the advice for moving forward. All right, we have the 10 of Wands reversed, the 3 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Cups. Ooh, that's underneath, well, that's the present, okay. And then for the Emperor reversed, we'll clarify that later to get some additional information. But right now, what we want to look at is the past. Oh, what is going on? And why are these readings? Okay. Bottom line is you're starting to see your value. You're starting to realize you gave where things were not being given back, and you're also starting to realize that you got the short end of the stick. That's the past energy coming up to now. You realize that you have to make a choice. This person has cost you your happiness, your fulfillment. They might have cost you some, you feel like they brought a lot of misfortune into your life. Things have been rocky and unstable and not going very well ever since this person came into your life. But you didn't easily get them out of your life, and you're not going to easily get them out of your life, because a lot of times when you get this card, it speaks to some type of a soulmate energy here, which can be karmic, which means you were supposed to have this experience. They were supposed to teach you something, but the lesson they taught you, baby, you learned a long time ago, but you didn't jump ship. You continue to give love to this person. You continue to throw your pearls to swine to this person, and they turned your life upside down. And I feel like you may be left with, or you're feeling a sense of emptiness here. You're feeling a sense of emptiness, some of you literally have been praying, but you've come to realize that you are a queen, and it's time for you to put that crown back on your head, all right? And you are being enveloped in a spiral of high vibrational light that is helping you to move out of this very unfortunate situation that was karmic. But what I want you to know is that as karmic as they were for you, you were also their karma. So feel good about that. Now let's take a look at this present situation. Someone has decided that they're not going to deal with this chaos anymore. They're not going to carry all these bags. They're not going to be a bag lady anymore. They're not going to keep stuffing things, putting up with stuff, being the only one going out there on the line and sacrificing for this relationship. Things are unequally yoked, and it's been too much. All right. They're not interested in working this out anymore. However, I feel like we have an energy that some of you guys does want to work something out, or they're going to come to you as if they do want to work something out. For a lot of you all, this may involve, with the 3 of Pentacles, someone that you work with or in business with. This can also involve a situation where someone was supposed to have cut someone out of their life that they did not. The Emperor can also be a husband. Yep, cut someone out of their life that they did not. This is the Marriage card. This is the card of betrayal, okay? And this is the card of being blocked or in a state of indecision or not being open to something, okay? So it's possible that you cut this person off, or you began to emotionally detach because this person was either a liar and a hypocrite, which definitely the Emperor and the Hierophant are liars and hypocrites, but also somebody whose words you couldn't trust, someone who lied about some things, and someone who likely was in violation of some contracts that they had with someone else. All right, for some of you all, for a very small part of you, they may have a child out there that you more recently found out about, but you found out about something. Something was revealed to you so that you could see the forest for the trees, and you could move out of a situation that had you stuck. Not stuck because you didn't have the facts, but stuck because you failed to take the blinders off. All right, you were too busy in breakdown maintenance trying to dodge all of these bullets that you couldn't free your hand up to take the blinders off. But I feel like you have now. You're no longer interested in working with this person. Two of Cups. Yeah. Now, what did I tell you? This person, number one, this person didn't want, they might have been telling you they were going to let somebody go, but they hadn't because of financial reasons. Maybe they didn't have the right setup right now, that sort of thing for some of you. For others of you, this has to do with a situation where someone didn't want to let you go, refused to let you go, but at the same time wouldn't really let you in either. Okay, this person wanted to hold you back. And also, you were the Queen of Pentacles to this person. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is a very hardy feminine energy in the tarot deck. She is affluent. She is smart as hell. She's good with money. She's a great provider as a single mother. But oftentimes, this can get her into trouble in a relationship because she has taken on some of that masculine energy, and she forgets that she needs to be subservient to an emperor or a rightly aspected emperor, or someone who is a King of Pentacles who is rightly aspected. Meaning that this person was probably taking advantage of your financial stability, of your financial bounty, and your largesse. This is a person who had you caught up in some type of toxic cycle. You might have felt chained to them. But what I want you to understand is they were more chained to you than you were them. They were getting a lot out of this situation, which is why they didn't want to let you go. And they're not going to want to let you go, which is why you have to be the one to break the vicious cycle and to put these bags down, put these burdens down. Okay, now let's look at the energy of this Lover's card here. Let's see if there's any other message in this Lover's card that we need to look at. Wow. Clarify the Lover's card, please. Tell us more about this Lover's card. We had the King of Swords kind of popped up this way, but I don't usually read them technically like that. But this is somebody trying to get some clarity. And this might also be someone who has something to say. Maybe about why they were juggling or why their life is so out of sorts. For some of you, this person is going to ask you, why were you looking in the first place? And whenever you look for something, you're going to find something. That's the jackbutt mentality of someone who does that. This person, for the Two of Pentacles, that's just for some people. For the Two of Pentacles here, this is a card of indecision. It's a card of juggling, of going back and forth. The Hermit reverse can be a card of alienation, withdrawal. Also, someone not being able to see something because they are externalizing their power or they're not looking within. This could be someone who doesn't want to give up a relationship because of a fear of being alone. Okay, or feeling as though they almost, you know how sometimes you can feel like something is more comfortable, unstable because you know it. It's like the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know. So with this Two of Pentacles here, a decision definitely needs to be made about whether or not a person is really going to move forward, or if you are going to fall back into this energy over here. Because I think I mentioned to you, this person is coming. This person is coming, and if you don't shore up your boundaries, you could easily fall right back into this situation again because you love this person. You really, really love them, and they know that. They know that they don't have to do anything because you're doing everything. They know that you are the golden child. They know that. Oh my gosh, they know that. And they're going to keep making these promises, y'all. But you have to ask yourself, are these promises going to amount to anything? So let's look at what you don't see. What you can't see coming, perhaps. Okay? Now, we did have a Fool card that flipped over. So, you know, Fool card is about new beginnings, new adventures, starting over, initiating a different path in life, leaving some heavy baggage, like that Ten of Wands card, leaving some heavy baggage behind so that you can move forward and finally release something that is not yours to carry. I always talk about problem ownership. What you don't see. Oh my goodness, look. First of all, you have plenty of paths and avenues that you can go down. You are not short on options. I remember years ago, my mother would always say when I would call her about some type of stressful situation, she would say, baby, you got options. And it was like I needed to hear I had options to begin to think, what are my options? What, you know, with this job, I can quit. I can stay here for another 2 or 3 months. I can get a second job. I can do this. I can do that. With this relationship, what are my options? Like, I had to be reminded not to procrastinate, get my head out of the clouds and take a very grounded look at what can I do? What are the different choices that are available to me, and to make the best decision? The idea here is to remember not to get distracted by what is going on around you, but to remember you have options, and you don't get options just because you got options. You get options because you earned options, because you did the work that needed to be done to ensure your future, okay? You put the time and effort into yourself and into your life and what was important. Ten of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. Ooh-wee. Now, for some of you, like I already told you, this person has been a source of negative energy in your life, right? And I'm going to clarify this, because one thing I don't like to keep people on is some daggone loop. Oh, I don't know the way that fell, y'all. It fell straight up, but then when I looked at it, it turned. Okay, so that's the way I'm going to interpret it then. For some of you, you're going to put your thing down. You're going to kick this person to the curb, and you're going to block them. And as a result, they're going to clean up their act. They're going to take care of everything they need to take care of and come towards you and move you out of this stagnation. They're going to be willing to work with you and start all over, a new beginning. If they fall short of that by one iota, don't kick rocks. Don't entertain them. Don't listen to them. Nothing. By the time they come to you, they need to have already cleaned up their act, which means you're not coaching them along. You're not checking in with them. You're not measuring benchmarks and milestones. No, you're not doing any of that. You are getting on with your life and focusing on yourself and loving yourself and walking out of this crazy situation that has sapped your energy and depressed you. Because we have the closure, the closing out of something. Remember I told you it fell like this, but then it turned like this? So we're going to read both. So this is a whole new beginning, a whole new cycle. We've learned some lessons. Now we're ready to start over. Obviously, let a little bit of time pass. It's going to be better for you. And then for others of you, though, because you're in this situation, you're going to find new love, and you're going to manifest something that has been your dream for quite some time. For some of you, it's going to be a business partnership. You'll be surprised how many things in your life change when you get a funky relationship out of your life. When you get a funky relationship out of your life, all sorts of things start to take off. Why? Because when we have the Tower, it's because God is putting us on another path. Because we veered from our purpose, and we've been hanging out too long, making excuses. We haven't taken heed. We've been heedless. So God comes and pummels something to the ground. Pummels something to the ground, and we have to deal with it. And when we deal with that, what's on the other side of getting back on track with your life is a new partnership filled with love and compatibility, and something that you're going to grow with into old age. Something that's going to bring you a lot of money, a lot of happiness, a lot of respect in the community. Your Ten of Pentacles, this is like the happily ever after card. This is the best of the best. This is everything that you're down here on this hell on earth trying to provide for yourself and insulate yourself from not being able to provide is this Ten of Pentacles here. So when you finish up this cycle and you close it out, this is what is coming. For others of you, when you set this ultimatum into when you put it out there and you put this ultimatum down, what this is going to do is force this person to have to level up. And if they level up and they cut ties and they do what it is they need to do, they get rid of this other individual that's been in your relationship, then maybe you can take them back after an involuntary probationary period. But if they don't, you're fine moving forward on your own, and you're not going to see being on your own as a lonely, disenchanting time. You're going to embrace this freedom period, because not long after that is everything that you could have ever wished for. So perhaps this was the last karmic upside down relationship that was the test with the Devil card here, that was blocking all of your blessings. But as soon as with decision, resolution, and conviction that you decide to move on from this crazation, this lying hypocrite, and you begin to see things for what they really are, all your blessings are coming in. You will be the victor. Okay, you will be the victor here. So if this message resonated, please, my beautiful butterflies and transformation, do not forget to like the video if there's someone you know that you think may benefit from it. Okay, maybe they're in Aries. This is an Aries. Well, the Emperor is in Aries, but some of the main messages were maybe there's someone going through a rough time at their job. Whatever it is, what the message is really saying ultimately is that you're right on the other side of everything that you've been wanting. Everything that you worked hard for, provided. You've been working hard and you've been focused. And this person came into your life for a season, but you didn't want to let them go. You don't want to face what you needed to face. Okay, but you getting in charge of your life and dealing with that thing that you've been avoiding for all this time, and allowing this thing to fall to the ground, and don't resist it and don't fight it. This is what's going to put you in your most powerful, powerful place. Please take the torch and run with it. You're with Tanisha Ali of Butterfly Transformations, helping you to get out of your chrysalis and into your wings. Have a beautiful, beautiful evening, morning, weekend, after work day, lunchtime, whatever it is. Have a beautiful rest of your day. May you be blessed.